thing is like kind of crooked, right? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we are doing a Q&A. I don't think I've ever done one of these, like just dedicated Q&A on my channel where you guys get to know me better. I have talked about myself in a couple of vlogs and other videos and whatnot, but not like a full-on vlog video, you know what I mean? So I posted this picture and I asked you guys to ask me a couple of questions and just anything about school, about content creating like YouTube and stuff, Instagram. I asked you about what else did I ask you about? Beauty, fashion, just everything life related. And so I'm gonna ask with one of the most asked question ever. It's time for you to tell us what AF stands for. As you can tell, like my YouTube name is AF, Yasmine AF, and a lot of people thought it was like as fuck, but it's not. Those are like the actual initials to my name, Yasmine Abdurrahman Farah, Yasmine AF. So there's no cool thinking behind it. I mean, I wasn't cool enough to think of such a name, but those are like my actual initials to my actual name. What filters do you use for a gram? I know a lot of you have been asking for like how I edit my pictures and what apps I use and all that stuff, all those filters. I've tried filming it before. It didn't work out that well. I'm just trying to learn how to film that video properly and I could get my point across to you guys in a very nice way. But that video is coming soon. What year are you in uni and do you find coding challenging? I'm gonna answer that question afterwards because there's another question that asks some more detailed questions. I've been loving your rings. Where do you get them from? And necklaces too, thank you very much. Rings, to be honest, anywhere from town, from Mr. Price. I know Mr. Price have really shoddy rings that are nice. I get rings from everywhere, just anywhere that I find a nice ring. Beauty Galore sell like these really cool ring sets for an affordable price, and they come like in so many different shapes, sizes, types, and they look really good. When did you decide to start YouTube? I started YouTube, I would say when I initially started YouTube, probably back in 2016, but I never told anyone. I was so embarrassed with it. Like I was so embarrassed, I was so shy. I didn't even tell my family. The only person who knew was my younger sister, and I never told anyone other than that. But I decided to fully get into it, I would say late 2017 when I started making more videos, but I started taking it seriously beginning of last year, so January 2018. Where do you get the earrings on this pic from? These earrings were sent to me by a page. Can't remember them. I will write them down here, but I don't think they do that anymore. I'm sorry. How do you know how to layer clothes correctly? There isn't really a correctly method to do something. You get me? It's just do it. Whatever I like, I do it. You guys get what I mean? Like there's no right way in doing something, especially when it comes to fashion. There's no right way of doing it. It's just if it looks good, or if it looks quirky. Like something I learned, which is a weird measure for me, if like my sisters find it so weird, I know it looks hella cool. Like there's no right way. I just do what I like. If you had to choose between doing fashion videos or makeup videos, what would you choose? This is a tough question because I do enjoy both. I really like makeup and I really like fashion, but makeup videos are not as fun for me as they were anymore, you know what I mean? Like I really used to enjoy them like earlier last year, end of 2017, but I got bored of them only because my makeup style got boring, you know what I mean? Like I don't experiment that much with makeup anymore. This is the look I do almost every single day, no matter where I'm going, fancy, casual, whatever, filming. This is what I do, and I just change up my lip. So I would say fashion videos because I get to experiment with different styles and whatnot. So I would say for now, fashion. I don't know how I'll be feeling in a couple of months. Maybe my love for makeup would come back, but for now I enjoy making like fat content. How do you manage to balance school and vlogging since computer science can be kind of demanding? It is. It's just like I set time aside for everything else. I divide my time. I know when to do schoolwork and when to focus on my school, and I know when to do with the vlogging stuff. Like for example, if I'm vlogging throughout the week, most of the time, I know you guys probably have noticed, I don't bring you into like the workspace, which I would love to, but it's like vlogging would distract me. I wouldn't be doing what I'm supposed to be doing at that time. So I just try allocating time for different things, time for the two specific things, and just work with it like that. That's what I do. And I have like filming schedules and all that stuff, so I guess that's how it helps me, but I know sex can be demanding. How old are you? How old do I look? I'm 23, but I turned 24 this June 29th. I'm not a birthday person. I never really do well on that type of stuff. So yeah, I turned 24 this year. Are you engaged? If not, how do you deal with marriage pressure? I am not engaged. I don't think I've ever experienced marriage pressure. Have I? Never. Alhamdulillah for my parents, they've never pressured me into thinking, oh, you know what, by this age you need to be get married. I know that is such a stereotype when it comes to Somali homes and Muslim homes, but I've never felt that pressure, which is great. I get to do what I want with my time, Your ethnicity, I just mentioned I'm Somali. A lot of people ask me this, by the way. Fun story. A couple years ago when I was going to madrasa, I was new to the madrasa, and these girls were literally talking about me in Somali, and they thought I didn't understand. Fun fact, they thought I didn't understand. Apparently, I don't know what it is. I feel like I look so Somali. Like my Somaliness is just right here, you know? You know what I mean? I'm Somali, for those who didn't know. What made you decide to start all this? I really don't know. I felt like it came from, I really wanted to share my makeup skills, my love for fashion with everyone else. I don't know. And I've been a watcher of YouTube for the longest time, you know, and I just thought that'd be so cool if I tried this. And I know there's no one doing it here. How about I try it? You know what I mean? But then my esteem was so low, so I didn't really give it a go. But we're here now. So what advice would you give someone who wants to start believing in himself and herself? Well, I just started doing it. I didn't believe myself, like I said, like back in 2016, I didn't believe in myself when it came to like content creation and whatnot, to a point where I was embarrassed to tell anyone I would make videos, you know, even like my own family. So it just comes. Start believing that no one is you, and that's like your power. Everyone is great in their own selves. Am I making sense? How good are the ordinary products, especially for acne control? I get a lot of these questions. I know I'm like an advocate for the ordinary products. I've tried a couple of products from their range and I am obsessed. They have worked for me, but the thing is, I don't have like hormonal acne. I don't have cystic acne. My acne was very comedonal, so it wasn't, I wouldn't know how to advise someone who's suffering cystic or hormonal acne, you know what I mean? So from my point of view, it worked really well for me. The peel, like the peeling solution, the red one that looks like blood. What else worked for me? The azelaic acid worked for me. The salicylic acid is working for me currently. The vitamin C worked for me as well. What else worked for me? The glycolactone as well was really good. I would recommend them, and just do your research. I feel like once you do your research, there's so many websites that talk about the ordinary, and then you can find out which one works for what exactly. So yeah, where do you school? Now, as of this year, February, I switched schools. Last year, I used to go to University of Nairobi, Chiramo campus. I was doing computer science, but I left this year. Reason being, I didn't feel like I was getting what I needed out of that course in that uni. You know, everything was very laid back, very relaxed. I could not go to class and no one would care. You know, I felt like I wasn't learning anything. And it was very frustrating to me. So I made a decision end of last year in December that I would leave and join Moringa School. I don't know if you guys have heard of Moringa School, but it's like a coding programming school. It's like a boot camp sort of thing, and it takes you like 7-8 months where you like completely just deal with the practicality of it all, and you're done and you can start working and what if you want to after that. But yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I just started the prep course, which is like 4 weeks, and then the core course comes like after, which is like 12 to 15 weeks, I think. And yeah, I decided to do that. I feel more comfortable now. What I'm doing now makes much more sense in my head to me, you know? So that's what I'm doing now. My plan was to go back to uni in September, but I don't know about that yet. We'll see how everything pans out, inshallah. I don't know if I will. That's what I'm trying to get at. So we'll see as time goes on. Anything can change. I might not. What eyelashes do you use? Okay, the ones I'm currently wearing are by Iman Salal. She recently launched her eyelashes collection. So I'm wearing the style Malika. Obsessed. They're very more on the natural side. I don't like really dramatic lashes that look like curtains. So these were a good switch from my regular ones. The ones I used to wear previously to this, which I still wear and I love, are the Cara Wispies. Those are the most natural looking lashes. How do you take your selfies? You should do a tutorial on that. I don't know, I just take the cameras. One trick that I do when I take photos is I use my back camera. That's something a lot of like people who've seen me do it like, oh wow, no wonder, because I feel like the picture is more sharper and more HD and more clear with the back camera compared to the front camera. So I always use my back camera to take photos. So the first time was kind of tricky for me, but I kind of got used to it, so it's not a problem to me now. But that's a trick. And also the front camera like does the flipping thing when it saves to the camera roll. I don't think the back camera does that. Where do you buy the ordinary products? Me personally, the ordinary products I bought were from Beautylish. I ordered from the website and had them shipped here by something random. But I know a bunch of stores here in Nairobi that sells them. Beauty Bar stocks them, and I know Beauty Hub Kenya stocks them as well, and they're very affordable. So is YouTube a job for you? If so, what advice would you give a small YouTuber? I feel like it is somewhat of a job, you know what I mean? Like with sponsored posts and partnerships with brands and all that stuff, it is like a job. So the one advice I would give you is just build your audience, have something that separates you from everyone else. You know what I mean? Like, have that one thing that people would know you for, so that you stand out from everyone else. And just to grow your audience, be consistent. I learned that last year, like, consistency really does go a long way. Just be as consistent as much as you can. Best moisturizer for me would be natural oils. I have experimented with store-bought factory manufactured moisturizers, and you know, they have their pros and cons. They have chemicals in them at the end of the day, so I really like natural oils. I use rosehip oil, olive oil. It doesn't clog my skin. Some people use coconut oil that I know of, but I don't, because I'm not really sure. It doesn't work well with my hair, so I don't think it would work well with my face. How do you tie your hijab so nicely? Really? It's just very simple. I usually, okay, this is a jersey scarf, so it doesn't need any help, but usually I just take it across like this, and sometimes if the scarf is like chiffon, I have pins that I tie from under here. You can find these pins everywhere. It could be safety pins or like legit hijab pins you can find in the sleeve. Yeah, that's what I usually do. And if I'm wearing abaya, I tie it like the style that goes down like this, and then I tuck it in on this side. Skincare routine, I plan to film one for you guys, like a detailed skincare routine. I told you guys I'm filming one, okay? I'm ready. I'm in that space now. I wasn't too sure about that last year, but this year we're doing it. How to be positive and just get things done. Let me tell you guys, I could be the biggest procrastinator, but I learned the beauty of planning myself ahead of time. I like write down my to-do list and things I need to get down in the day, in a week, what I want to achieve in a month, in 3 months. So for me, that has helped me really well to just get things done and whatnot. And also just wanting the best for you also motivates you, you know, to do the best for you. Favorite DIY masks. I talked about this in my previous video. If you guys haven't watched it, I'm going to link it down below and somewhere up here so you guys can go check it out. Turmeric. I know a lot of you guys know hurut. That is the mask right there. There's qasil. I don't wear qasil as much anymore because I realize I'm allergic to it. Can you guys believe? Qasil is basically the green mask that Somalis wear. I don't know what it's called in English or Kiswahili, but I like that. I like honey and lemon. I like the bednight clay with apple cider vinegar. Those are really great masks. What do you use to organize your days and weeks events? Like I said, I have a notebook where I just write to-do lists for the day, for the week, for the month if I have to, like, you know, and separate them and just have like a box there where I just tick them off. What do you do for a living? I am a student. Yeah, that's what I do for a living. I'm a student and I am a YouTuber, I guess. I don't know, influencer. Do you ever trim your eyebrows? I've never, fun fact, I have never tweezed, waxed, threaded my brows ever. I was about to once, like such a long time ago. We were going for a wedding and I told my older sister, you know what, I want to try this. I want to try threading my brows. And she talked me out of it. So thank God. Thank you, Shukri or Sithandi, one of them. Thank you so much. And I've never been bothered to do it ever since. So are you gonna make that lemon iced tea again and more content like that? I should do more cooking with me videos, right? I am like a decent cook, so I should. I really enjoyed making a fool out of myself in that one. I will link that one as well. What do you rather have, lashes with no brows or vice versa? I would say no brows but with lashes, you know, because I can draw brows on, if that makes sense. I can have them microbladed. How did your family react to you making videos on YouTube? Now this is a topic. So the first time I created videos when I didn't tell anyone, my dad did stumble upon my videos and he told me, you know what, I don't want you doing this, I need you to stop. And I said, you know what, you're right. So I stopped. No, whatever. Then I said, okay, if my dad doesn't want me to do this and I wasn't confident in myself, I just stopped as well. I was like, you know, then I came back and I talked to him and I told him, you know what, this is what I want to do. And he was on board, alhamdulillah. He was like, you know what, do what you want as long as you're doing the right thing. I'm doing it within the borders of Islam. So that went fine and everything. I never told my mom. My mom was a bit more on the stricter side compared to my dad. So my mom wasn't, I wouldn't say my mom is even still on board, if that makes sense. So it was hard, but we're here now, alhamdulillah. So I guess they just, you know, parents, traditions and all that stuff, but they do come around eventually after they see you doing what you love and all that stuff. So perfect your coding. I struggled with programming a lot. I'm not a pro. When I was in uni, I was in my second year. I had just started my second year before I left, and now I'm starting another program, which ask me this question like inshallah in a couple of months. But something that really helped me while I was in uni and now is like websites that helped me understand, like just keep reading and practicing a lot. With coding, I realized the more you practice, the more you grasp concepts and whatnot. But yeah, just try doing that. One, in computer science, are you interested in maths or in coding? Definitely not maths. Will you pursue it as a career? Yes, I would actually pursue. That's what I want to do. Like, for the next few years in my career, I want to pursue coding and programming and working in a tech. I want to work in like the tech industry. Where are you? What do you mean, where am I? Like, based on the location that I am, Nairobi, Kenya, that's where I live. I want to do computer science later. Can you say it's a difficult course? I wouldn't. I don't think there's any course that's easy out there. You know, everything has its challenges and its upsides and its downsides. So I would say if you're passionate about it, then pursue it. If not, you will not enjoy it. That's all I can say. If you enjoy it, then the struggle and, you know, the tougher days would be all worth it, because it's something you really like to do and something you enjoy completely. But if you don't, it's just gonna be so hard on you. As of now, those are all the questions I'm gonna answer. I think I have covered. This video is gonna be a long one. I have answered a lot of questions. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye. My mother